Shalom. I start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone citations to the Philet that's pushing his truth, across the four corners of the earth, and all faith, truth, and sincerity. I'm a one to buy back again when that's it. It's gonna go into about it's gonna come a time what the lawyer Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is gonna take his word away, gonna take his truth away. We in the times where, you got these Edomites, so-called white people, red people devils, that's in powership, rulership. They are in desperate mode to try to take away the truth that's out there about them, the truth that's out about, who the so-called white people, the red people are, and who are the true Israelites, who are the true children of Israel. The so-called Negro, Latino, natives are the true children of all the chosen people of the Most High and all the Israelites. And you got the them imposters over there in the land of Israel calling themselves Israelis, whatever. But them folks, they in desperate mode to try to stop this truth. So they doing censorship of things that you can't say. You can't say this about this situation, whether it about Israel, whatever it may be, or this or that. So they cracking down on it, and if you say this or that, you say the wrong thing, you get canceled. Or your page get taken away, what it may be, right? So we in those times. So it's gonna get to a point where the apostles and the elders and the brother of great millstone, the men of the Lord that had the truth, that teach the word, Lord, that teach the word of the Lord Yahweh, the word is gonna be taken away, and it's gonna be gone. However the word is taken away, however the Lord Yahweh takes it away, whether it be by a power outage, the internet just completely stopped, can't get on the internet, however it go about, it's gonna get to a point where the words, it's gonna be cut off, it's gonna be done away with, and that's when all hell gonna break loose, things are just gonna be out of control. Judgment is raining down by the Lord Yahweh, and then eventually he's gonna make his return, man. He's gonna have the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Then which is the RFID chip. Then the Lord Yahweh makes his return. Soon gonna make it. Gonna eventually make his return. The prophecies got to come to pass. None of the prophecies can't go excuse me. None of the prophecies can't go fulfilled. So they got to be fulfilled. All the prophecies got to be fulfilled in the Bible, in the word of the Lord Yahweh. But I'm gonna start off with Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, except the Lord God power, Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. So that's coming. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna go before there's a lack of bread and water. You're gonna know the famine of the word. Hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. Because like I said, those fake imposters, them imposters over there in the land of Israel, they get tired of this truth that's being pushed out about them, knowing they not the real people, and they know it, and it's getting to them. So they want this truth. They want the truth that's out there, being told. They want it to be to stop. But like I say, it's the Lord Yahweh. He's gonna be the one that he's in full control. So he's gonna cut off the word, his word. The apostles and elders and brother to teach the word of the Lord Yahweh Lord Yahushua is going to take it away. He's going to stop the apostles from teaching the word, speaking it. That's going to, don't get that scripture real quick. That's going to come about, man. So don't get it real quick. Let's see. So I'm going to read it in the Ezekiel 3 and 26. The New International Version. So the NIV. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth, so that you will be silent and unable to rebuke them, for they are a rebellious people. So yeah, it's gonna come a point. Lord Yahushua is gonna, have the apostles' mouth like enough. You know what I'm saying? The apostles, Ellsberg, Grandmaster Stone, the middle of that truth, enough. It's done. You know what I'm saying? The elect is sealed. Is nothing being. The job is done. Basically, job is done. Now it's just, for the rest of the prophecy to be fulfilled, all hell to break loose, death and destruction. Chaos. The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, to be mandatory for you to take, to buy and sell, and then eventually, like I say, Lord Yahushua returns. And he brings his judgment down, and he delivers his elect from this this wicked system, this wicked world, and delivered his elect, and they get beamed up and changed, and and forever be with the Lord. The elect of the so-called Negro, Latino natives, which are the Israelites, the 144,000, the 1/3. Hopefully I'm part of the righteous number, but you gotta see. But you got 2/3 Israelites that's not gonna make it on this side, but they're gonna come back in the kingdom as babies. So that's what's ahead. That's what's really ahead right now. Eventually, like I said, the word of the Lord Yahushua that's being taught by the apostles and the elders, brother Reverend Stone, gonna be taken away soon, and it's coming. It's ahead. It could happen before this end the year out. It could happen next year. We'll see how things going, but right now the way it's going, like I say, they are coming for those that are speaking out against saying things wrong about Israel, or whatever it may be. If you speak out wrong on a certain subject about this or that, your page is gone. They're taking you out. They canceling you. You saw with Jim and Kimmel, they cancel him just by saying something about situation with Charlie Kent, Charlie Kirk, whatever his name is. But it's gonna be much more, of seeing people's pages taken down or getting fired from their job because of a post or something that's truthful. Is not a lie, it's the truth. So and that's going on now. You got people getting fired. You got kids getting kicked out of school because they posting something, saying something that that's offensive to these Edomites, these devils, or whatever it may be. So, but it's the truth. So, but hey, that's the times that we in, man. I'll go from there to next verse. So I'm going to Ecclesiastes 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh and putting not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So yeah, so make no tarrying. So you got if in these times right now, you should not really be straggling the fence, or like, I don't know, should I put my foot forward into believing the Lord Yahweh or being a help or whatever it may be to the apostles, and the brothers, whatever it may be, or to a camp, whatever it may be, to put forth in your belief in the Lord Yahweh, your faith, Especially in these times, you got to choose a side. Either you're gonna be of the world or you're gonna be of the Lord Yahweh Shah. You're gonna ride with the Lord Yahweh Shah. You're gonna stand firm in the faith of the Lord Yahweh Shah. And continue to believe and not give up. Or what I'm saying, you're just gonna you're gonna be in the ways of this world, which is, like I said, the ways of this world is nothing that leads you. It's gonna lead you to death and destruction eventually. You trusting in it. This system, this place, America, Babylon Great, this world is finna, change drastically. Like I said, one day you wake up, man, everything just completely changed. The dollar, you ain't gonna be able to, pay things with the paper dollar no more. Or like I say, things gonna go straight digital, and then straight digital, and then eventually, like I say, the RFID chip, which is the mark of beast, gonna be mandatory for you to buy and sell. You don't comply. You're gonna, like I say, the martial law troops that's gonna be in these streets, man. You don't comply with what they tell you to do, you're gonna be in a concentration camp. So, or like I say, dead. If you fight back. You don't want to comply. They're just gonna shoot you down dead in the street. So that's what's in the coming. Hey, it's gonna get ugly out here, man. It's gonna get real serious, man. It's gonna get real dramatic. But that's the times that we in. But can't keep putting off. Those. You got those that still not sure about wanting to take that leap of faith and believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai and the truth, and just keep the faith, keep believing, keep pushing, no matter how hard things get, it's gonna get hard and tough, and to walk in the faith of the Lord Yahweh Shai, but you gotta keep on believing, not give in, and just keep your head up. Keep praying and keep fasting, and just let it be. You know what I'm saying? You just can't back down. At this point, But those that do put off from day to day, they're gonna face the wrath and judgment of the Lord Yahweh Shah. But go back to Go back. So I'm gonna finish off Amos 8 and 11. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna read Amos 8 and 11 again. Behold, the days cometh, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. I'm read it again, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days cometh, said the Lord power, Yahweh Shai, that I would send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai. And that's verse Amos 8 and 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and shall not find it. So that's talking about the internet. We didn't really go into it, because really, when you search on the internet, you want to find the apostles in Ellsberg or Millstone, the Lord had the truth. You search the internet from it. You got brothers that's you got the apostles that's on the west coast, the men of the Lord is on the west coast, you got men of the Lord that's on the south, the Midwest, the West Coast, you looking forward, men of the Lord, you're gonna be, searching through the web, and what state of cities they are and teaching, but eventually, like I say, the internet's gonna cut off somehow, however go about, it's gonna be a cutoff, and the Lord Yahweh gonna cut it off, and you're not gonna see it no more. You're not gonna see the apostles and Ellsberg and Millstone on YouTube, none of that. You're gonna hear nothing. It's gonna be, hey, you gotta deal with the judgment of the Lord Yahweh Shai that's gonna be brought down on America, Babylon the Great hard. It's gonna come hard. It's gonna take a lot of people off guard. Like, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. Once that happens, and things are happening now. But once the Lord Yahweh Shai cuts his word. Once the Lord Yahweh Shai cuts his word off, stop the apostles of Ellsberg and Millstone. You're not gonna see them on YouTube. However go about. You're not gonna see the videos, and none of that is. People gonna be wondering, like, where they at? One of them guys that was on the corner that said this and that it's happening. Too late. Death and destruction is gonna come about, and then, like I say, once that, his things are happening, this chaos and all this breaking out in the streets and this and forth, so forth, martial arts troops on the streets, this and that. Eventually, Loyal Shah is gonna pop up. You're gonna see the Loyal Shah, in the sky, in the chariot, so-called UFOs. Bringing his wrath and destruction, upon this place, America, Babylon Great, and those that, did him wrong as well, 2,000 so years ago. Those that pierced him. Going to the scripture, going to that, and like I say, that's what's coming. That's gonna be what it is, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai, he gonna bring his wrath and judgment on this place, America, Babylon Great, on these wicked damn devil Edomites, so-called white people, red people, So, hey, get the truth wise, it's available, cause one day it's gonna be gone, and it all boils down to if you did elect or not. The Lord Yahweh Shai gonna have mercy on you and deliver you. And all hell breaking loose out here and so forth, man. Once the word is cut off, apostles, you're not gonna see no more and this and that. So, it's all gonna boil down to the Lord with you or not, But I ain't wanna make this too long. So again, I don't like about President Glow.